Good night, fellow punters. Mickey D back with you here on Sunday night about 8 o'clock with two for tomorrow. The relentless pursuit of bashing the bookies has to continue, so we got to get the bus in motion for Monday. Home about an hour, in good form. Didn't overdo it last night. Had about a gallon, maybe with a couple of wishes. Nice and steady. Great chat with a lot of people. Horses was the main topic. And thoroughly enjoyed the couple of days away. It's a great spot, Listowel. I'd recommend it highly to anyone to get there. We're in the hotel. It was packed. Lots of noise, lots of enjoyment, lots of pints. Young, old, and middle-aged, and everything. All age groups in it, and no trouble, no fights. Very well behaved, very well mannered, and no trace of guards or no need for them either, which was great. And no trouble on the streets either. So we had two today. Just thanks to everybody that made me so welcome, and for having such a good time. Thanks for DJ for putting me up for the couple of nights, and all the gang that I had pints with. Thoroughly enjoyed the chats. We had Joy for Fun today, a run for joy. Thought he'd win it at the 2 furlong pole. Danny Tutop, did he need to get there as soon as he did? He seemed to idle a bit, and then he seemed to me that he looked like he was going to be swallowed up. But when the two passed him, he rallied and ran on again. That's only his second run since leaving France. It had won a few races over there, all right. Probably they were waiting for the big pot today. They got a lot of money for a third, but probably put it over hurls at some stage. So we'll keep an eye on that. It'll be in the notebook. The other one, Probert, wasn't too busy on it at all. It was his first time over beyond 7 furlongs. It looked like a learning exercise today. He could have tried a bit harder to get a place, but he didn't. I know Amanda was waiting for it to be placed. He had an each way Trixie and made a nice difference in his payout. Anyway, on to tomorrow. There's two interesting races, I thought. The 240 is a 5 furlong sprint in Down Royal. The hot favourite is Mayman after winning in Dundalk the other night. He carries a £7 penalty. These are all 3-year-olds, but there's a few tough, consistent, reliable sort of sprinters in this that he hasn't taken on already, even though he was fine third to Everrock in Navan 2 runs back. But Anosira for Ger Lyons and Colin Keane. This was third in the Rockingham. Neo Soul. Anosira won it. Neo Soul is the horse I'm interested in. It's 6-1. I thought that this is down a few pounds after running, good races all year, and I thought that tomorrow at 6-1 it was worth the bet. Pint win. There's only 7 in the race. We can't go each way. Well, you can, but you were better to have a pint win and a pint without the favourite, rather than going a pint each way. The other one won in Dundalk, but it didn't beat as good a field as this. These are solid. Like Harmony Rose is a good horse as well, and Loveday the top weight. So Neo Soul, and then in the 225 in Roscommon, 1 mile 7 furlongs, 78 yards. That's got to be the shortest 2-mile race I've ever seen. I must check tomorrow if I'm up there to see is that correct, that distance. But Golden Sandbanks is the favourite, reverting back to hurls after a chase win in Sligo recently. But a couple of runs back when he was second in Bellstown, Happaugue for John McConnell. We looked like he was going to win the race coming to the last. It was his first run in a handicap hurl that day. And he'd done a lot wrong jumping the last, and he'd done a lot wrong after the last. He sort of violently jumped. The jockey looked like he was going to fall off at one stage. But he didn't stay the last day at 2 miles 2. Back to short of 2 miles should be ideal for him. And he's a 9-1 shot, 5 places, a pint each way. It was rated 69 on the flat. It won a couple of races in Dundalk. And so, rated 69, put 40 on top of that, it'd be 109, and this is rated 90. So it might have a few pounds in hand at this distance. So that's the two. I was going to in my tracker, I seen Soul Pretender coming up tomorrow, but he burst blood vessels the last day when we backed it in Galway, so it's a bit risky, and because it could drift alarmingly on the exchanges overnight. You see, so keep an eye on it tomorrow. If it's strong in the market tomorrow, it might be worth the bet. Sit down, Lucy. It's gone favourite, I think now. Soul Pretender, who has won 2 out of 3 chases. And placed was 4th or 5th in a Galway hurl. Like, it's a classy sort of a horse for Norman Lee. It's only an 8-year-old, but that'd be my choice in that race. It's the big race. It's at 37,000. The Kilbegna Chase. It's a big race. Anyway, I might get the first 3 races in Roscommon tomorrow, because as the school runs in and the kids come out at 10 to 4, so I'll have to leave. So I might get the first 3 and might get the bumper. Anyway, bash the bookies over now. Thanks everybody for looking after me so well in Kerry. I'll be back.